Alright, so with me, I'm always looking out for little life hacks, little human hacks that you can use to make your life a little bit easier. So I was just on Snapchat and I saw this article. Hopefully you guys find it interesting. It's about the use of cold water in the shower. So many times they say, take a cold shower if you're feeling randy, if you're in heat. But this has to do with something else, which I think you guys will get some additional knowledge from. This is from Edith Zimmerman, and this is from Swellness. I will blast myself with cold water if it helps me enjoy life more. And this is at The Cut. Alright, I'll just read the article. Hopefully you guys get something. A friend of mine regularly takes 30-second cold showers at the end of her regular showers. When she and her boyfriend are fighting, one will often lightly suggest that the other take a cold rinse. She's been telling me for years that it acts as a mood reset. The health benefits of taking cold showers and of visiting hot saunas are well documented. Hot and cold hydrotherapy can help with depression, high blood pressure, pain, and circulatory problems, and it stimulates the vagus nerve, which promotes feelings of well-being. A new book referred to a device that makes cold water bathing sound marginally more inviting. In The Nature Cure, a doctor's guide to the science of natural medicine, Dr. Andreas Mikkelsen, head physician of the Department of Naturopathy at the Emanuel Hospital Berlin, writes about something called Scotch hose. So frequently that I missed the part where he explained what it was. Eventually, I realized that at its simplest, a Scotch hose is basically a handheld shower head with spa variations in which an attendant sprays a recipient from several feet away. I enjoy the way Mikkelsen described his own daily Scotch hose routine, administered solo. I start by directing a jet of cold water at my outer right foot, he writes. Then I move upward to the groin and back down again on the inside of the leg. After that, I repeat the process with my left foot and left leg. Then he sprays his arms, chest, face, and back. It's uncomfortable to direct cold water into the back and genitals, he writes. But after a short while, you're going to look forward to the invigorating and refreshing effect. When he's tired or not feeling up to it, however, Mikkelsen sticks to the shorter treatment, in which I only direct the water up to my knees. This, by the way, also helps with headaches. Elsewhere in the book, Mikkelsen advocates for and explains the science behind leeching, fasting, meditation, yoga, and vegetarianism. I loved it. I've been trying the legs only routine on and off for the past few months. I have a handheld shower at home, but I've been too lazy to take it off the mount, so instead I extend my shins and feet under the cold spray. It's not pleasant, but afterward my skin feels like it's throbbing in a glowing way. I also like the idea that cold water exposure might be making me tougher, calmer, and more resilient, which a recent Elemental story suggests can result from physical challenges. Every so often, I get the courage to go full body for a minute. The first 5 seconds remain terrible. I'm not sure I'll ever look forward to it, but it's definitely a distraction. The book doesn't spell out why they're called Scotch hoses rather than German or French hoses, but they seem to be better known in Europe. My guess is that the same name has something to do with Scotch showers, a colloquialism for cold showers. This in turn seems to have come from the Scottish shower baths, which has been around since at least the 1860s, and appears to mean any kind of bath that involves alternating hot and cold water. Apparently, it's so named after a Scottish impulse to save money on water heating. So, I guess this is a reset for your moods if you do the cold water treatment. I have been doing the cold water or chilled water at the end of my showers for the longest time, but I did it for a different reason. I did it mainly because when you're in a hot shower, it like opens up your pores, right? Your pores expand in their size, and when you do the cold water, it like closes them back up. So usually when if I had a common cold, I want to protect my immune system and keep my system like Fort Knox over here. So I would turn the cold water at the end, and it would close up my pores and everything at the end. So I've been doing that pretty much every time in the winter and pretty much normally in life. So supposedly there's benefits to the hot and cold water therapy there. So if this has helped you, go ahead and put a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, and everybody wants to go to heaven. I hope you guys learned something, and God bless.